to discuss our world viewpoint. And if you take two scientists, you take an atheist who believes in evolution and you take a scientist who believes in creation, and let's say they're both examining the Grand Canyon. Both scientists are going to see this massive crater. They're going to see thousands of layers of rock upon rock, fossils, all types of incredible geologic structures. Eventually makes sense, and you can understand how the Grand Canyon would form. If you believe in God, well, you would have to believe that the earth was created 6,000 years ago, and the only way that could have happened was with a massive flood. So whatever viewpoint you have of the world is going to shape your actions. And that got me thinking about chiropractic and allopathic medicine here. So in allopathic medicine, this is what your medical doctor does, and actually many other alternative medical practitioners, they use drugs and natural supplements and surgeries to suppress symptoms. And obviously the biggest group here would be the medical professional. Now, in school, both chiropractors and medical doctors study the exact same books. We all use Grant's Anatomy. We all use Guyton's Physiology. We learn the exact same subjects of anatomy and physiology. We go through the same human dissection lab as our medical counterparts. In fact, the professor that taught us dissection, his previous job was at a medical college before he came to teach. So how can two people learning the exact same material, going into practice, using the exact same information, the same the same knowledge of anatomy and physiology, going to try to help people get better, yet do it completely differently? They apply what they know completely differently. So when you go into medicine, there's no principle which medicine is based upon. This is why you see theory after theory after theory, bloodletting, the germ theory, genes, all these changes in theories year after year, because there's no principle. The goal of the medical doctor is to try to find out what part is not working and either give it a drug to block it from overworking, a drug to stimulate it from underworking, and if that doesn't change the part, the other option is cut it out. Now, medicine fundamentally operates with no principle. The goal of medicine is to change the symptoms. Too much pain, dull it. Diarrhea, give them a pill to constipate it. You have a tumor, cut it out. If your arm hurts, cut it off. The arm won't hurt anymore. If you have a gallbladder causing pain, just cut it out. And if your tonsils are inflamed, cut them out. I got my tonsils cut out before I understood the law of life that chiropractors talk about. And guess what? I never had inflamed tonsils again. So, that, like I said, that was before I knew what chiropractic was. Chiropractors, however, believe in an innate intelligence of the body, an innate wisdom, the inborn wisdom that runs the show with you consciously, which not even consciously thinking about it, from the moment of conception all the way to the moment of death. And since your body is intelligent, if you believe that and you're rational, you have to believe that whatever the symptom is developing, it's the body doing it to try to overcome for some reason. Fever is the body heating itself to fight off infection. Diarrhea is the body creating fast spells to expel poison out of the body as fast as possible. Cancer cells allow organs to function at a lower level that allow them to adapt to artificial colorings and flavorings. Because of lifestyle choices, your body allows you to adapt to that. Not very well. Eventually, the tumors will get so big, but at least in the meantime, you can get by. But that's what an intelligent body does. It doesn't try. And a sane person would certainly not try to war on that, if that's what you believe, if you believe that the body is intelligent. So instead of guessing what drugs to use, which organs to cut out, chiropractors know through anatomy and physiology that nerves carry life-giving impulses. Medical doctors know this too. Life doesn't flow over the blood, it flows over the nerves that transmit them. And if the transmission of that life is interfered with in any way, that organism will not express life to its potential. So chiropractors correct the interference to that flow of life by, again, using spinal anatomy. They use the spinal bones as levers to push that back into place to get the pressure off of the nerves so life can better be expressed by the organism. So when you go in your chiropractor and you see all these miracles that you think are happening, it's not the chiropractor curing anybody. It's that person's innate intelligence flowing through the body over the nerves based on anatomy and physiology, and that body working without being interfered with. That just allows for a better expression of life. It's very simple. So here are two professions. Both want to see sick people get better. One suppresses symptoms with drugs and cuts out organs. The other one is concerned removing interference to normal function. One believes that life is intelligent. The other believes that the body, even though it was created without the help of any man, without the help of any education, doesn't need man's experience at all to make it work better. We use the same books, completely different philosophy. So you need to figure out where you stand on this. Either one side, that life is intelligent, needs no help and just no interference, or you believe that the body is not intelligent enough as man and it needs man's intervention. And you need to choose wisely because there's going to be a consequence here. And if you're choosing, make sure you really are following through. Don't believe that the body can heal itself of a fever, but you need to get your cancer cut out. That's not even logical thinking. Okay? So think on that. Now, I want to go over a couple highlights from yesterday. These are pretty cool. We had a firefighter in his 40s. He was struggling with pretty severe low back pain. And this has been going on for 10 months. And he said after his second adjustment, it was the best that he's felt in the past 10 months. Really, really cool stories. I had another young woman. I don't know if she's quite yet 30. She came in with severe neck pain that's been going on for months. And after maybe 4 or 5 adjustments, not only did she say her pain level went from a 9 to a 4, but this is really cool. She's not overweight by any means, but she said she lost 5 pounds in the past week. That subluxation was affecting her thyroid and her sex organs, and I don't know for sure, but here's what I'm thinking. If her thyroid was sluggish because she complained of fatigue, now she's not complaining of that. Once you get adjusted, it allows the thyroid to start producing thyroxine more normally. Now, she hadn't worked out, and she said she was eating actually more and still losing weight. How cool is that? Or it's just her sex hormones were imbalanced, and her body started normalizing her testosterone production. So it's probably one of those things, but pretty cool stuff. Not what she came in for. And yesterday, I posted a video of Yolanda speaking about her 7-year-old daughter with chronic ear infections. And you can listen to her 1-minute testimony of what she said after, what happened after one adjustment. And this is the power that chiropractic can really allow that expression of life and really bring that to people. So if you want a better expression of life, stop taking chemical pills and stop taking scientific pills. Go see your chiropractor. Let him check you out. I love you and I appreciate you.